Hello, 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 how we doing? How's it going? I just, like, buttons. 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 How we doing? How's it going? Are we good? I hope we're having a good day. It's middle of the week. Time has gone away. Time is flying. It's going by. It's just, it's off to another place. Squeech, how you doing? It is Doki, the Club of the Literature's peoples. I'm frightened. Out of all the horror games I've ever played, this is the one that I don't know where it's going at all, and that frightens me. You know, there's some trepidation here. I'm cautious. I have tea. It's fine. Everything will be fine. It's going to be great. I'm sure it's not going to be anything too heavy or too dark or too creepy, right? Right? Yeah. This is a box. Sneaky. You're feeling sneaky? Be fine. Be fine. Yes, it's not a problem. It's just, no. I don't know. I really don't know. You play a horror game and you're like, okay, I know where this is going. All right, it's this kind of pattern though. It's kind of spooky. It is blah, blah, blah. And this is just fuck all. I don't know. So I sip my tea and we prepare mentally for the game. I have many drinks because it's a lot of reading, which I should have really seen coming. Dream Daddy is going to be a lot of reading as well, you know. So I need the hydrations is necessary. So tea, you know. Content ready to come for me. I don't. What? Did you think that sentence through? Did you? What? Huh? What's it doing? You what? I don't know if I wanted to do that. Okay. We'll see. It'll be fine.
I think I speak for everyone here when I say, huh?
Huh? Crafty, how you doing? Yeah. That's what I was saying. Just sticking their tongue out at me. This doesn't actually help, you know. Happy accident. I'm glad. Aren't we all in the end? What? Huh? What's happening? We've got some game to play. Should we play some game before I keep going with this?
Well, how many?
Well, how many? 31. That's you have to read. I know you're not good at that, but reading, that's how many. 31 months is a lot of fucking months. I thought about this the other day, but it's not long until I cut my 3-year anniversary on Twitch, which is horrific. But hey, it's fine. You're good, Crafty. I'm glad to hear this. I'm doing okay. I have some tea. I have some sake because fuck it. And I am not prepared for this game, but I will be at some point. So it's fine. Tesla, how you doing? Coming in swinging, knocking over shit. What's going on? Terrible. You know? Knocking all of the ornaments. All of the ornaments are falling off. They're all falling on the floor. It's like, you know, this duck, you've just... It's on the floor now. That's what you've done, Tesla. That's what you've done. How could you? Brandishing your sword. You're not used to it yet. No. You gotta test it out a bit. See how it feels. Whether it's weighty enough. You know. You were basically modding last stream anyway, so it makes sense. You were doing a good job. Now you can actually back up your words by going, "Oh, you're a bit naughty, aren't you? Time out." You know. So it's fine. Oh, I'm putting it off. And I've thrown a duck on the floor and I kind of feel bad. Oh, he's okay. He landed he landed on his ass. It's okay. He's sitting up. He didn't land on the side or on his head or anything. He's fine. The duck is now on the floor. I have more. Don't worry. There's plenty of ducks around these parts, you know. There's plenty of ducks. No worries, Tesla. No worries. That's all good. So, yeah, we played some Doki Literature Club. last stream, we, I think, got to just before it started getting a bit more psychological horror-y. It was very cutesy, and then it started covering some rather dark topics. Or some heavy topics, I should say, is probably more appropriate. And I think it's gonna kick off today. So yeah. Missed the heavy stuff. It was, yeah. Well, you've got Sayori, who is suicidal, essentially, is what I get from that. She's depressed. I'm taking that to mean she's gonna be suicidal. And we had hints that Yuri cuts herself. I don't know what's wrong with the other ones yet. You know, therapy, guys. It helps. Depends on the therapist, I suppose. Find the right one, it helps. It all kicked off in the last one. Yeah. It's quite something. So we'll see. We'll see. Tesla's never happy. Never happy. Wayward, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate that. How we all doing? How's it going? Buttplugged, Harold, Tronny McStompy, how we all doing? Are we all ready? We're gonna jump into Doki Doki Literature Club today. So viewer discretion is advised because apparently this gets fucking creepy and a bit dark, and I know it's covered some heavy subjects so far, so just be aware. You know, I have no idea what to expect from this, but it should be a terrifying time. So, welcome in everybody. I hope we're all doing well. Wayward, I hope your stream was good. I hope you're having a good time with Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares is a great game. I hope you're enjoying Little Nightmares. No idea what to expect. I don't know what to expect, to be fair. Like, it was really cutesy, and then now it's sort of starting to get a bit heavy, and I think it's gonna stop being cutesy. Terrible. So yeah, you've caught me just at the right time. I was just having some tea, and we're gonna get into this, and it was, yeah. It'll be great. It'll be fine. But I'm doing alright. I'm glad you're okay. I've finished a video edit today, which will release on my YouTube channel on Saturday. That's exciting. I'm glad that that's done, because it's taken me ages, but it'll be there. It'll do. It's not for the faint of heart or easily traded, no. Definitely not. So do be aware of that. But it is looking, I'm really intrigued where this game's going. I really want to know. I have my YouTube, this is the wrong YouTube link. I know, I don't think I've got a command for the other YouTube link. I appreciate that, Squidge, but I think I swapped it over to the crafting one, and then realised that actually, no, I do need the other one, and I've not ever reset it up, so. I appreciate it. That's my bad. I don't have separate commands. I should have one under craft and one under YouTube. It's fine. YouTube edit for ages. I do them occasionally. Most of the time when I upload my VODs to YouTube, I just throw them up as is. I don't, you know, do any maintenance on them. They just go up as they streamed. But sometimes I like editing little best bits and clip compilations and things together. It keeps me busy, I know. I don't do it a lot because they take a lot of time sometimes, but yeah, it's good, you know. It's a fun thing to do occasionally. Not every day, but occasionally I can do a little bit of editing. That's fine. She could post the right YouTube link herself, but that would involve going onto YouTube and onto my channel and taking the URL and then posting it in chat, you know? Tesla, you doing it? Tesla can do it. Hey! Thank you, Tesla. Appreciate it. Gonna teach these streamers. I see. Getting some sass going on. I will make another link at some point. I don't know. I switched it round and I'm lazy. What can I say? Homepage had the featured bit. I don't even know what does my YouTube page even feature? No, it wouldn't be you without sass, Squidge, no. If Squidge ever stopped being sassy, there's something terribly, terribly wrong. And everyone should, like, prepare for the end of the world. Right? Bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. I was gonna go down my commands and see if I still had the other YouTube. But I think I changed it entirely. Can I, like, have both of them? What if I just added the new chat message to the same thing? I'm not putting off the game, I swear. That's not what's happening. I swear to you, it's not being put off the game. It's not. This is fine. Look, this is necessary work. Blame Squidge. Because she put this out there as something I need to do. Yeah, see, so this is Twitch archive and compilations. Boom. There you go. Look at that. Oh yeah. See, it's not what's happening. It's definitely not what's happening. Did it save? Is that... yeah. That's it. There you go. The YouTube link should now ping both. Soid! There you go, that's what's the problem? There's no problem. There's no problem. It's fine. So yes, we'll get into Doki Doki. Let's do it. Let's you know, I wanna know what's being sent, but this is just what I get for making Tesla a mod. So Doki Doki Literature Club it starts off looking like a cute little dating sim where you join a literature club at school and it's run by 4 cute girls and they're obviously interested in you and you have to choose which ones to impress. You're writing poems and all that jazz. And then it slowly starts taking a rather dark turn because it is a psychological horror game. So we were introduced to the fact that Sayori is depressed. We're slowly being introduced to the fact that Yuri is potentially into self-harm. So that's the heavy subjects, and I think it gets a bit meta as it goes on. I have no idea what to expect. I'm really curious. But it's just, you know, viewer discretion. That's all I'm saying. Just be aware that, you know, if you're sensitive to these kind of topics, or you're a child, if you're a literal child, don't watch this. You know, children should not be watching my streams anyway. Let's be fucking real. But still, suck message. Duck message. There was a duck message. Harold! I saw that and then I got distracted by people telling me I was lying. I was making commands. You want to name a duck Alfred? Harold, which duck do you want to name Alfred? Oh my gosh, I have to reach for my bag of ducks. We have many ducks in here. Look at all these ducks. Do you want, like, is this like a Batman thing? Because we can give you a black duck called Alfred if you would like. I think I have the pens to write on the black ducks. Or there's a lilac one, or there's just the normal yellow ones, or there's like an orangey one. There's a bunch on the floor now, because there's a red one still. So, Alfred J. Quack, a cartoon duck. Amazing! But yes, which colour would you like? Some of them are falling on the floor now, so I don't know if I can offer you those ones. But there's plenty of like normal coloured ducks. There's still a pink and a red one in there. There's still some black ones in there. There was a lavender one, but I think that might now be on the floor. Any of the plain yellow ones? All right. Yeah, let's go for one of the bigger plain yellow ones. Let's do it. I'll have to pick up all those ducks later. I mean, I can see. I know how many fell. Well, no, I don't. I'm lying. It was a bunch, but I can see one. The rest of them, fuck knows. Now you know how pinning works. Well done, Scrooge. Well done. You know how pinning works. You've learned. Is this a pen? Obviously. Is this? I mean, like, is it working? Do we want to name you Alfred? This is working. This pen is working. Well, it's not really working. I'm lying. It's not working. This pen isn't working. John, how you doing? How's it going? Yes, please do. You know, everyone. I'm gonna keep saying it as we're starting. Take note. It ain't gonna get a lighter in here. Ooh! Oh, this is a thick pen. Alfred. Apparently I'm writing this in capital letters. I didn't even know I had this kind of pen in here. Fucking hell. There we go. We have a new duck has joined the ducky family. We have little Alfred here. Look at that pen! Fucking hell. Use that more often, shouldn't I? Don't know why I looked up. Well, I meant to look at the camera, but I didn't. I missed. I looked at my Vault Boy. You're welcome, Harold. I appreciate the fact that you've been in here enough to have earned that many points, so thank you too. There we go. It's all good. Are we all good? Are we all good? We're all good. John, how you doing? How's it going? We are prepared. I need to stop putting off the game. I know! It's terrible. A Belgian beer called Quack. I'm not a huge beer drinker. Although, this weekend I was introduced to the concept of the fruity beers. I do quite like those. Alright, let's turn the music down. Let's get this going. Oh, Jesus. You've just finished work. I'm glad to hear this. I hope work went well. Play the game, gosh darn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There you go. You can hear it now, at least. It's there. I have tea to drink and I have sake to open. What can I say? Twitch and Satisfactory. I've never played Satisfactory. I feel like it would... I'm not gonna make that pun. I've changed my mind, but it looks like a game I'd quite enjoy just to chill on. Although, who knows with my brain. I might not understand a word. You appreciate a good beer when you come across it. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I don't like it as such. I'm not a huge fan, but I'd drink it if someone gave me it, you know? It's fine. I drink most things if people give it to me. I would lose so much time in Satisfactory. It looks like it's like one of those... I don't know, I don't know what the word is, but it's like crafty stuff, isn't it? You can move one thing to somewhere else, and then that turns into something else, and then that makes something else. One of those games, isn't it? I would lose, like, years of my life in that sort of thing. All the happy people talking literature, right? And we're definitely gonna go straight back into this, and it's all gonna be fine. That's basically it. So I thought so. I thought so. Dangerous. You would never see me again. You can do it multiplayer too? Oh, well then some people will see me. So, oh, it's tempting. I have so many games on my wishlist. Don't even start this. Come on then. You can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. I haven't read any of this. I had to stop because life stuff. Moving on with things. Oh my gosh. They have an arachnophobia mode in Satisfactory. Oh. I don't mind seeing spooders. It's all good. You 100% a Breath of the Wild and regret nothing! Oh god. And Open TTD, yes. I haven't played that in a little bit, but I really enjoy that game. And I'm terrified of the train tracks. I don't think I'm ever going to learn signaling. I think that's just going to be a thing that I can't do. But I have lost hours in that already. Right, we're done the tea. It's the day of the festival. Are we ready? Are we prepared? We're gonna thrive on this game. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. Oh no. Oh no. No worries, Wayward, no worries. Enjoy stretching your legs. It's always good. Always good, you know, after a stream, you've been sitting down for a long time, especially if you've got a shit chair like I do, which I'm saving up for a new chair. Just putting that out there. Just side note. Enjoy your walk, Rayward. Thank you very much for the raid earlier. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Space Trucker. I want, what is it? Space Trucker? Star Trucker? Whatever it was called? That's on my wish list. Tesla added so many games from EGX onto my wish list. It's just so many on there now. Satisfactory has trains. Oh no, don't tell me this. Don't tell me this. Don't tell me that. You added 3. I added many. And I also don't have a chair command. I've been talking about making a chair command, and I haven't. I haven't done that. Foz. There's lots of things I haven't done. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided it's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted this dry, and gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. That's good. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. You can ride the trains in satisfaction. Stop selling me on the game! God damn it! Gory, Robo-Beat, and Stampede. I see, I never played Robo-Beat, so I don't know on that one. But the other two, yeah, they're on there. There's a protest outside that's loud enough to... My god. No worries, Harold. Go and have a look at what's going on outside. And don't get too close to protesters, because they're scary people. You know? You can play Satisfactory if you have Satisfactory. I don't have Satisfactory, so I can't play Satisfactory. What? But no, Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Adequately pleasing. Oh, it can't get much higher rating than that, can it? Oh, when you go down the street and you see someone past you and you go, oh, sir, you, my friend, you are adequately pleasing. And yeah, I'd be happy about that. I'd be okay if someone said that to me. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. Is there supposed to be sound? I'm gonna assume no. I'm gonna hope no. It's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. It must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. Monica thinks you're adequately pleasing. Well, now you've made it worse. I'd be adequately pleased. I would, yes. I think she does have a bad back, you know? That's just... That spine curve can't be healthy. So that's what I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Cod. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. That's not creepy. Monica's being friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Sure. I'm really concerned. Is there supposed to be, like, music with this? No? There's sound? There's no music. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. And something like this would definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the ones she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Oh. Huh. Huh. Poem was never actually finished. It just stopped moving. Huh. This is, Uh-huh. It's a bit wordy. Yeah, you know. Is that your criticism of this poem? It's just a bit wordy. It's a bit too many words. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Stomach. What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written, but more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. That's all I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori, why do I have a really bad feeling? Why am I feeling like this is going to be really, really bad? Is anyone else feeling like it's going to be really, really, really... She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. It's gonna be October. It's gonna be a horror game. Waking her up in their own house. That really is something that the boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? She really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I'd just put more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. Gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never! Well, that went dark. And there you go. Oh, that's it. That's definitely the end of the... Oh. I mean, you can just about see that. There's a... I don't know what's happened here. Something... Oh. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. There's music again! That girl is... my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you just never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Wherever I sigh and idle in front of the classroom can let catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I tell myself that it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. And you know what I'm doing? I'm opening my frickin' sake. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them will probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Cod? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here! It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for big events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. The game is struggling, apparently. Not in, like, an actual way, but... Concerning literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members have you got so far? Kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard finding new members for something that sounds so boring. I have a wet leg. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. 3. Huh. Right? Yeah. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Wow. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Eh? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club! The words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. Go with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. A small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. You go, Chloe, how do you join? You gotta read books. And then go to this, wherever this is, and, I don't know. Whatever meta shit is going on here. Let's play the game! So Yuri's the vice president this time around. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. You better believe it. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Cold in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Then they'll let you in. But in a creepy way, not in a sexy way. Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry, I didn't forget that. I just clicked through that bit of text without thinking. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few days, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Yeah, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Is that also what you're saying this game does? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Guido Tech, how you doing? Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. Video games are spooky. They've deleted an entire character and they're sending me through the game again. Surreal horror is very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Showing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Milk chocolate with biscuit in it. Ooh, very nice. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all stood in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. You like the metal version of this tune? There you go. That way everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President, after all. I need to do my best to nurture this club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well? Oh, there's still one problem. Eh, what's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Cold. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. What happened to Sayori? Sayori is no longer in the game. She never existed at all. There never was a Sayori. I don't know who you're talking about. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh, good goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Code? Yeah, it could be fun, right? It really did scare me for a moment. And if you really just left after this, I'd be so pissed. I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. Run! Flee! But then I depart the classroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. Uh-huh. Right. This is... Oh. How cute. Look at that. Alright then. Contamination. Kitty. Boop. You're expecting a jump scare, right? Hurt. Existence. Broken. Dazzle. Agonizing. Swimsuit. Lollipop. Smile. Happiness. Desire. Skirt. And death. And horror. And milk. Fluffy milk. And awesome. And desire skirt. Apparently. Don't string my words together when I'm stringing my words together. It's not the time, I know. Imagination. Use your imagination to maybe make it the time. Again, glad to see you didn't run away on us. Don't worry, this might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Yuri, thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. He's just the one that fucked me. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Calm down. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you just planned to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monica, you're in front of the text box, my dude. You're in front of the... I can't read this when you're in front of it. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Did the music just... The music went weird for a second there. Oh, if you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Music changed key. I thought it did. I don't know what you mean, Mum. I don't know what I mean, Mum, either. Everything is fine. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. Toxic positivity. Yeah. This is... Also, out of curiosity, because I haven't actually been paying attention to the background, was it always askew? And was there always a chair in the closet? Dread, how you doing? Why are we rotating? Is that what's happening here? It changed key again. It has been. It's askew now, isn't it? It's bizarre. Dread, how you doing? How's it going? Oh my gosh. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out the book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Dread knows immediately. You're askew. You're askew. Don't call me askew. You're askew. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew, is she getting closer? I have so many questions. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, no, we're fine. It's not askew anymore. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. She looks big. She just looks closer, right? Big monitor and theatre mode. Ooh, going all out. Yeah. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. Stop going weird, music. I can hear you. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Are we doing this again? You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organised if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. And how did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga, slips a volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the book she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. It probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. He points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Don't judge a book. Look at all this. What's going on here? Ooh, parfait! In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. Donkey's back. He is. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colourful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Wah! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work! We can't read at the same time like that. And why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that! You made me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Well, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika's kind of being a jerk about it. Just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? We found Natsuki's Dallas. Yeah, we did. I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? No. Jesus, enough! Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip the page. No worries, Tesla! Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give her. Doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it in her mouth. Don't worry. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Okay. Yuri seems most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why'd you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess they might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! I just raised my voice. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes, and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try and make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, mine isn't, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a single poem. You're getting Deja Vu? I've not heard of that one. Not just finding them, but building on them. Getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. One of your comments in the drink sake. I have to, Tesla. It gets me through. I've been drinking after every bad thing. I don't know what you mean. It's not why I've got this here at all. Great. It's fine. I'm just enjoying it. Deja Vag. Oh. I've seen that badge before. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Exactly. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. No, swords don't generally improve typing. I think generally they make things worse. But they look cool. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? We've read this one before. It doesn't look any different. It's fine. Okay, perfectly ordinary. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Fabulous, all the classic disaster combinations, right? They just don't work together. You know? Never. Absolutely, they never work. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. A walking, talking disaster. That is you, Tesla. It's true. You know. I can attest. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Hashtag on brand. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and so to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. See if Natsuki's okay, shall we? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Yeah, then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Oh, if I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems, that's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted you to help feel more comfortable to share yours, like Monica said. Oh, well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. In other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in the throat. Oh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never said that. I said it mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess, but only because Monica will make me if I don't. Here you go. Same poem as before. Perfectly ordinary. Hasn't changed. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Let's be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, and then made it fall flat on its purpose. On purpose. On its purpose. On purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Damn straight, you know? Damn straight. Everything's okay at the moment, it's all ordinary. Hi Cop, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? She's always listening. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, it's true. I had one look at my poem. I like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too, so take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. It's the hole in the wall one again. I think that's the same. I don't think that's different. It's still as creepy as before, but I don't think it's different. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. But there's a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. No worries, John! Have good foods. Have good foods. Thank you very much for hanging out for a bit. It's good to see you. Reform poetry from Monica. Oh dear. I don't think we need this. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Then move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. That was out of tune. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, while Yuri smiles sadly. Several single note key changes. It's not nice. Don't like it. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I can speak. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Clearly about feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and called it too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Cold liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Oh, you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Cole appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Don't pick a side. I don't want to pick a side. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Cold started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, there's a little... Doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch! Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves before they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. I can't hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Ah. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me, and she just noticed I was standing here. Can't. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. I don't want to pick. Who do I pick? I don't want to pick either of them. What does it matter? Purple! That's as good as picking, Tizla. Nope. Nope, it's not letting. Nope. Nope. Hey, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. Probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Too quickly one's right. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Oh, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little longer. But I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Cod. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Starscape! Kawaii! Chocolate. Sticky. Unending. Massacre. Extreme. Sensation. And parfait. Dream. And intellectual. A flower. Bubbles. Effulgent. Ooh. Omega. Pop. Color. Spelt wrong. And Japan. And puppy. You love puppy. No, I'm not going to stop picking it every time you say that. So I'm going to keep picking it. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. A parfait bed and I don't know whether that would be comfortable. Entering the club's room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading a manga at her desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we're just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you didn't really mean it. Don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. No worries, Squidge. Enjoy foods. Everything will be fine. I now believe you. Okay, thank you. I think you're lying. Oh dear. I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? Ah! No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. And Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why you look at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on, so... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. I wonder. Guess time will tell. Time tells all. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry. I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. Makes no sense though, you would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki's already run off into the closet. But, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave me that book. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, She's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. What's the story about, anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. Anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. No, not the thing about the limbs. Just show my face after reading Yuri's dialogue. I mean, maybe. Sometimes. What a lovely sounding book, don't you think? That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Just this kind of story. The kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective, when horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. I'm rambling, aren't I? I didn't read whatever came up just then, because I wasn't looking. So I don't know what that was, and I don't think I want to. Is it in the history? Then suddenly... I see. Okay. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. Nope, it's not telling me what that one was. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. You're not going to tell me what that one was at all? No. Okay. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Just let me get the book. I quickly retrieved the book I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? You sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. There's reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I want to know what she's saying! Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, and then hold my book more between the two. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. By holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision. No worries, Tesla! Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came to my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that all about? Oh? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. You don't know anything. Sorry, can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you. Yuri just does this sometimes. It's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. Stand up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. All of this is alarming. Everything here is alarming. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I'd be completely pissed. I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Oh, it turns out that button takes away the... You can take a screen grab. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After a while, I was taught to never expect anything from anyone. It's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. I'm not sure. That was the game flicker in the text box. I found a new button. Yes. God, why didn't you come and read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? You like Yuri more? Think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, do you? You hate me? The text can actually be decoded. I mean, yeah. It's a cipher. You want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. All I have. Play with me. Play with me! Hi again! How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job! I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts by putting some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolisms. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with lots of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. There's definitely letters missing from this one this time. Like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Delete her. Interesting. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there were some things you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Okay. Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A town... A what harness? A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Tune controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time. Devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God, disproving the existence of God. Oh look, it's a Holly. Hello, Holly! A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks a second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Hello, Holly. You came in at a good time. How you doing? You come in on a weird note. You really have. It's getting really, really weird. This game is definitely starting to show its colours. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. God. No you haven't. It's all perfectly normal. Everything's fine. Doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and it has been weirder, to be fair, yeah. I just really like the way that it writes. How are you liking the game? I was very concerned after the last stream with the heavy topics it was starting to dip into.
The throbbing thing is so close.
But, you know, after that, certainly I was like, oh, okay, maybe. No. It's starting to get, like, I don't know, it's really interesting. It's definitely getting a little bit freaky. The music keeps going at times, the graphics keep glitching out, you know, there's an entire character that's been deleted that doesn't exist in the game anymore. So, thanks TDS. But, you know, it's fine. It concerned me which way it was going. I didn't want it to just end up being a really heavy topic game. But no, it's something. It's something else entirely. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. You are not a special poem. I would love to read it. Hard-hitting. It's subjective. It's... Is it? A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Okay, that's nice. More alcohol. Okay everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone can come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. But we really have to do something for the festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively since Cole joined, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? No worries, Tesla! Enjoy foods! The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. That's why we should work hard and put something good together for the festival, even if it's something small, right? Oh come on. You can't take advantage of Cole to agree with you just because it doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Cole joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Cole isn't even passionate about literature in the first place, and that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Cole want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation... No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given the choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. It's a crime, to be honest. It's not about being honest, it's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking away anything. No, Cole, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki started packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki! Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. But who cares about the obnoxious brat? And here we go again. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Wow, harsh, Yuri. Alright. Drama. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. Spraying blood on the scream. Sorry, I just like it. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. I thought I could see something. I was reading the text and I was like, I'm sure I can see something moving on the screen. There's blood still coming out of her fucking eyeball. That's all I can see out the corner of my eye. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri! I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Cobb before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as president. What a cute little moment. What a lovely cute moment this is. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow! Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew! Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel like I'm kind of responsible for that, as president. It's getting darker and fuzzy. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. That's why... Not yet. No, stop it! Okay, fine. Okay, whatever. Yes, that's fine. A ribbon. Oh, it's 11 now. Agonizing. Oh, it's 111 now. Universe. Oh, it's 1111 now. That's nice. Secretive. It's just adding a 1 every single time. Eternity. Philosophy. Flower! Oh, I've clicked something else there by accident. My finger is too clicky happy. Puppy! Sugar. Holiday. Hop. Rough. Rain cloud. Raindrops. The nightgown. Extraordinary. Oh. Hopeless. Strawberry. Hi, Card. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you today? Lately. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something? Oh man, I've lost one here again. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Oh wow, I know. Well, maybe not determination. Well, I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival, too. Anyway, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could... We already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Paul is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? Yuri's being very rude. I suppose I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Oh god. This isn't good. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Oh, thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. It's a tad possessive. A little bit possessive, yeah. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, with the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here. I won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Okay, sorry for misunderstanding. I don't know if you are misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Oh, this is gonna be creepy again, isn't it? Why are there, like, windows in the floor here? Have there always been windows, like, in the floor? Misunderstanding. Yes. Misunderstanding. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Oh no. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A misty understanding. A misty misunderstanding. Gah. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah! Oh. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Fucking right, tea is important. Damn straight it is! Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. Tea is life. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Yeah, why's that? A little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly likely because my posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. But yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Yeah, it's definitely what she was gonna say. Fair enough, I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. Her bag? Yeah. I have some chocolate as well. bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it will go well with the tea. Posture. Yes, that's what the issue was. The posture. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand as not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right, I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize, I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. And as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Don't smash the book. Don't do that to books. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Welcome back, Tesla! Parfait! Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... God... Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. Well, have you missed? We went to see why Yuri was taking so long when she went to go and get some water, and we found her with her sleeves rolled back. I'm sure you can fill in the blanks there. God, my heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. She was about to fix a car, exactly. Right in the middle of the school building and everything with a knife. Fixing a car. Can you feel it? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Oh goodness. That's how you change the spark plugs. Yeah, exactly. Definitely am. It's time to share poems. Harley Quinn a bit? Well, maybe a bit. Okay. I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. Getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. There you go. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be, like, a sexual thing. But the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So, I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, wow. That's an opinion. I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope it's effective. Here goes. Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at, writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. Alright. I'm starting to feel like I should have brought two of these with me. But okay. One's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. It's about as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in, so you better keep working hard. I mean... I think I should have. I really should have, shouldn't I? Like I share the browser history, oh no. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. Wait for a Saki one? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll still just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm gonna hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try and do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. I'm so mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's not so unlikable. You hear me? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Okay, that's weird. Thank you. Finally! Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Oh, I don't care. You're too nice to me. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Oh, hi, Squeesh! No, not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? Not a bad thing, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. Take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. Squidge, you've asked the wrong question. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really gonna want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Kind of weird how your words scroll on the page, but the actual graphic of the page doesn't scroll. I can't read that, so... Like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? As if she made the blood do that, right? I think I'm going to vomit. Nope. Nothing is real. It says nothing is real. I need more sake. Mortuary assistant scribbles. Yeah, she is possessed. Okay, everyone. time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Oh, stagnating air is a common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Now, can we just get this done? I'm gonna be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it will help. Monica? I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. You can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. Yeah, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Eh? What about Cold? Cold is going to help me. What, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too! What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Cold around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey! I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Cold decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Where are you? What did you miss? We found, well, we're saying that it's how you change a spark plug. Yuri was around the corner. She went to go and make tea. She went to go and get some water, and she took 10 minutes, and we went out, and we wandered around the corner to find her, fixing a car with a knife. It's a sexual thing, apparently. According to Monica, it's a sexual... not a depression thing, a sexual thing. So... yeah. We had the little letter from Natsuki as well. It's basically saying that she's worried about Yuri and Monica's being weird and you know, revs her engine. Hey! Oh dear. Fucking hell. Let's make Cold let the choice, okay? Fine. Jeez. I know how fed up you are with those two by now. Oh, we had a blue screen of death. That also happened. It blue screened on us. Tish indeed. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth! Jesus Christ. It's never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay? Yay! You picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? You fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It's fair, Natsuki. That's what you chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking cold for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. You really didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Oh, you had that. I did have that. Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Cold away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Maybe you just hate yourself so much you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. I'm not reading that out. It'll be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I wanted is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Oh, the eyes. Oh, the eyes. Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Yuri really is something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. There's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. I could do without the panting. That would be great. Doesn't that sound wonderful? There's really something wrong with me, isn't there? Do you know what? I don't care anymore. Tesla, stop panting. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? If it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first, but the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Get the grip. She's a skin stealer. She is. I think the best thing to say to someone like this, and for the most amount of chaos, is to say no. Oakley Splats, thank you for the follow. What good timing. I asked for it. Well, yeah, yeah, I definitely didn't have enough alcohol for this shit. That's that basically done too. That's great. Oh well. What can you do? Is this just gonna... Is this gonna end at some point? Any point? Any point would do. Eventually. Eventually. One day. One day. But the purple. I'm not convinced it's gonna end. I'll be honest with you. We're just sort of here now, I guess. She smashed her head on the keyboard? I think she did. That's what happened. This is what it is. She's fallen down onto a keyboard. She's just constantly pressing down every button ever and the enter key at the same time. This is what will eventually happen to my keyboard, because I've already had the issue with my N key getting stuck. And this is eventually what I will be typing to people. Wingdings is something else. Yeah. Oh, it's Welsh. Oh, that makes sense. We're just gonna be here for a while now. You know. I mean, the shock factor of everything sort of died off now, and it's just a background image, and it doesn't bother me in the slightest, because this just keeps going. Oh. Orange now. I guess the day is passing, yes? This goes on, doesn't it just go on? Endlessly? Time is passing! And so is Yuri. Yeah. If I could click and get another can of sake, I would, but I can't do the two things at the same time, sadly. Oh, now it's nighttime. There you go. Auto. Auto does nothing! Oh, it takes ages on auto. It's longer on auto. I don't want to skip just in case I miss something. So I guess we're just clicking. Just keep clicking, just keep clicking, click, 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 clicking. I know, right? I've only ever been clicking, so why stop? Why not just keep clicking? Skip the ads. 'Cause I'm just gonna keep clicking. You just enjoy the BRB. That's it. This is it now. I'm just gonna keep clicking and you're just gonna get this screen. It's loading clips. Will it load the clips before I've actually...
Oh, the pig!
There you go,
I
there's
will
me.
not touch the pig. The pig is too big.
Don't
He is
touch
too
pigs.
powerful. I am not
We're still clicking.
fucking with the pig.
Don't fuck pigs. Don't do that either. We're still clicking. I don't know where he's hiding. Do you like my corpse art? Do you? No? I thought it was great corpse art. Different corpse art to the screen I'm currently
Where's
looking
Lex?
at. Where's he at? I think he's over here normally. Where is he? He's over there somewhere.
They stole my bar! Fuck you, police!
Someone stole my bar! This is why I have no more alcohol. It's because someone stole my bar.
Why did you steal a bar?
Daytime now, by the way.
Oh, could you imagine if the police ran
Must
to
have hit
stole one of
morning.
these? That was so annoying.
We're still clicking.
Stole my bar. Bastards.
We're still going. It's the same screen.
Keep going.
Ghost
Here we go.
gives Cold the finger move.
Oh.
I see, Melly. I
Goodness.
understand. I see where you went.
That's because Yuri's a ghost now, right?
And
That's
now I
why that
understand
happened.
what
Ghost
Blue
flips off Ghost Hunter in window.
Oh yeah.
What can I say? This is what I saw.
Bays. Ask me about Bays.
Ghost
I didn't
tells
wear
you to get
Bays
the
today.
fuck out of his house.
I'm still
Oh,
clicking.
I love that.
I'm still
Oh my God,
clicking.
he's got a gun. That is my favorite. I enjoyed when we had a woman giving
I'm
birth
still
to
going.
spiders. That was haunting and terrifying. And the
It was a great little clip, that one, wasn't it? Oh look, Dark Deception. This was a great game.
danger duck.
I look forward to playing that again.
Danger crack does whatever a danger crack
I'm still
does.
clicking.
Will it swing from a rope? Won't it'll just
We're
hit
still
you
going.
in the face. Go near the danger ducks,
This really does go on for a long
please.
time.
Like its size.
Oh look,
This will be
there you
fine.
go. Shadows overloading right
Oh my
there.
God. Oh, that was horrid. Oh, I hate this.
It pooped out a baby.
Oh God.
I'm still clicking.
It's not nice. Why did you just poop out a baby? Can you not just squish out a baby?
Was that west of loading? It
one's
might
a
have been
big
west
blob
loading, 'cause I don't have a
spider.
camera. Glad you missed that. Yeah. We're still clicking. I don't know what people would prefer right now. Is just the scene with me clicking or the clips. But, you know.
Yes. Yes, you can blow up that car.
We are still clicking.
Dancing and stabbing is okay. Yeah, but that wasn't during a holiday. You
Oh,
know? That was
it's
like
gone
during
orange
holidays,
again.
and that's completely different. You know,
There's
if
a
you're
lot of days
dancing
that
around
are
your
passing
office
by
stabbing
right
people,
now.
it's just the signs.
Are
of
we
mental
sure this
breakdown, and
ends?
It's completely acceptable because it happens. to
You
people.
would tell me if this doesn't
If it's on
end,
your
right?
time off though, then it's malicious. So careful when you dance around and stab people. Ah, shit!
Oh, it's the weekend, I see. So you're telling me I have to go through multiple day cycles until someone finds her there?
I made a mistake!
Oh, look at this clip. Tesla, this is your fault. This clip is Tesla's fault.
Made an error! Oh, Christ! I have made
It's great. I like that we get to watch clips together while I click.
Oh.
My slimes died. That was a sad day.
My...
I should play more Slime Rancher. Maybe I'll stream Slime Rancher 2 at some point.
Oh.
There wasn't much to do in it.
What? No!
It's just my
Where did they
sadness.
go? Oh. Why?
Assuming my frantic clicking is not coming through the microphone.
Oh.
My finger is starting to fall off. You can ride this horse.
I can ride one.
No.
Never mind. Let alone very throbbing. I mean, you know, if you had 8 woods and you got turned on.
You sometimes get the clicking? Oh well, it's very frantic clicking right now. The clicking has never been so frantic.
You'd never hide that.
Very, very frantic clicking. Can I pick up my mouse and put it near the microphone? Oh, enjoy that.
Oh, see, this is what happens when there's lots of
Do you like
people
that?
And they're all talking about different things, and then I find a dildo. and
This
then
is
I
it.
just get off-
This
I-
is the
I-
stream.
I go off on a tangent. I don't.
We're clicking.
God, I hate myself.
You know what's kind of cool?
Into the house. Into the house. Into
You
the
know
house.
what's kind of cool? The scene. You know, we're gonna switch back just briefly because I want to show you the fact that the blood is drying. Look at that. It's gone brown. It's gone brown. It's now ground, you know, because she's been there for so long. CPL, her eyes are grey too. Yeah. I think I appreciate that. Who knows? She has been there a while now. She really has. We're still going. The clicking is real. She dead or sleeping? Oh, she's definitely dead. Yeah. We're doing it again. Ready? So this is my life now. This is the stream. I would tell you to skip ahead, but you can't go into the future, so you're stuck here with me. Doesn't that suck? Unless, of course, you're watching the VOD, but if they're currently listening to the VOD at this current moment in time, then it probably means that they've been watching through this very, very slowly. And I don't understand that kind of person. Just skip ahead. What are you doing here? What are you fucking doing here? Just skip to the end. We're just going. I'm gonna have to use a different finger soon. Mer. This is it. What did you prefer? This screen or the clips? I'm assuming we're near the end. You would hope. Based on the amount of clicks or time? I don't know. You know? I really don't know. It's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought, Oh, ew. Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Cole, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Spend the entire weekend with the corpse, yeah. Huh. Why did you give me the Natsuki as well? I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. What were called streams like? Lots of clicking and lots of just dead anime characters. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay. There you are. Hi again, Code. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other, because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Carl. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? It doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man. If only you'd paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway. Now that this is out the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kinda started to mess with her and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them all fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more grey, and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities, designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But there must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. Felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. It's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Will you go out with me? Well, I have no choice. I'm so happy. You really are my everything. The funny part is, I mean that literally. Aha! There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. Choices, right? It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out, how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's property and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. She knows! Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Oinky! Non-K. Doink? De Ika. Nya. Nick. Ona. Eek. Mook. De Monk. Oi. Ka. Oink. Yay. Unica. This is the only one I've seen actually, like... Oh no, is that always there? I've just not been looking. Apparently, what is this? No, it's not always there. Aoni. Mone. Me. Okay. Hi again! Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Ah, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. All about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be the best part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. Didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry. I can't exactly read your comments from here. Would you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind. But I get really self-conscious on camera. Well, fuck it. You're in the middle of the camera, mate. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me... Let's get you. You're so cute. Anyway... I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Hey, did you know I'm a vegetarian? I don't mean like I'm bragging or anything, I just thought you'd enjoy a fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple of years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice, just stop contributing to that whole mess. What? Is that so strange of a reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about it being inhuman and all that. I don't really care about that part. It's weird, like we only care about killing the things that we personally relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even giving it thought. But suddenly, if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too and we just don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off a stem feels like someone ripping off your fingers one by one? Just saying. Or a pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose veggies once in a while. Even if we have dinner together and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic. So... Just give me a moment, Monica. Just out of curiosity. Just give me one moment. There's something I want to try. It's nothing, you know, you should worry about. I just wanna... She does have a lot to... She has so... I mean, I don't know whether I want to keep listening to her talk about everything. You know. Do you want to hear more? I'm not really a fan of cold weather. Are you? Can you even see this? Do you even get to see this text box? I had to choose between too cold and too hot, I would always pick too hot. You can't even see the text box. That's weird. Okay, there is a text box there. When you're cold, it can actually be painful. No worries, Holly. Enjoy food. Your fingers get numb, and if you wear gloves, you can't use your phone. It's so inconvenient. But when it's too hot, it's not that hard to stay cool with a cold drink or by staying in the shade. Creepy, creepy fun! Yes. Enjoy your foods. What was the thing you were trying? I've opened up the game files and I found the character folder. I was gonna delete her. Although I do have to admit one thing. Cold weather makes for better cuddle weather. And that's it, you didn't even get to see the text box. Do it! Do it. Gone. Oh. Why aren't we seeing anything? I don't know. You can't see that either. You can't see that. That's so bizarre. Why have you... Has the game... Because she's now pixelated on my screen and there's a text box here. But it's not like the stream's frozen. Has the game frozen? Through stream? I'm very confused. Happy, how you doing? Out of curiosity, what if I... Does the jump scare actually do something to the source? I don't know. So, what I'm gonna do, very quickly, is just... I'm gonna do that. So that doesn't show... There you go! Now you can see it. Now I'm doing display capture instead of game capture. This is what I'm seeing now. What's happening? What's happening to me? It hurts. Played it blind. This is my first time, Happy. Yes, I haven't played this before at all. It hurts so much. Help me. I've just deleted her. You had 3 minutes of not being able to see anything? Well, if I put that one back on, does that now... Let's update the source. That's weird. Why did the source break? Okay, fine. You can see it now. It's fine. It's moving. What a character doesn't exist. Did you do this to me? Did you? Did you delete me? I did. I absolutely deleted you. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had yet left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much. I trusted you. You just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Was that a menu bit in-game or actual? No, I went into the actual game files. On my desktop. I have a file explorer open with the characters folder that she mentioned in-game. You completely truly make me sick. Goodbye. So I don't know whether... Well, no, because it would have frozen before I tabbed out, right? To do that. Weird. I don't know. Still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? It's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. No, just add Sayori. It's the only one. I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy, and if I really love you, then I'm now really paranoid about checking OBS for it all still working. She's not there. Do I have to? Do I hit? I guess I hit new game. Ordinary school day like any other. That time I meet some girls or something like that. Sayori! Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we picked up that habit once again. So heartless. I'm sorry. I didn't want to sit on the broken screen, but she was just staring at me forever. I didn't want that. Are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it, even though we went to school together every day. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. Embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. I'm fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Attack time, how you doing? Welcome back. By the way, have you decided on the club to join yet? Club? I told you, I'm not really... I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me! I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. Meanie. Patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I should feel like I should do something special for her. That time I'd appreciate it if you don't shout. We've already been through this multiple times. We had I guess it was the endless date with Monica. We got to that point, and then she deleted herself. She's gone. Thanks, Coach. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club I saw a flyer for. So, a flyer, sure. Hydrate, Tesla, I'm on it. Well, okay. I deleted her, but then she restored everybody else, but she never restored herself. And I'm assuming that she could have done that, so she's just accepted being dead. And that's where we're leaving that one. I walk across the school and upstairs to a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Before long I find the room. For now. How long does this go on for? I thought I could finish this today. It's how the court case plays out, you know? She just accepted death. It's not my fault. I just showed her the way. I just... you know? Perfectly normal. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah! Code? Well, what are you doing here? Well, I just... I glanced around the room. Huh. So you're the code that Sayori's always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. Gonna think we're really strict or something. She was stood by the metaphorical window and I pushed her out. Yeah, basically. False. Yeah. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, just seems to be quite shy compared to the others. Is the character folder back with these? Yes! Natsuki, Sayori, and Yuri are all in the character folder. How about that? The girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems to be like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? God, don't tell me. That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way. No way! Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori's this happy, then I should have read that. I'm sure it won't be too bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can officially become a recognized club. I know what to say! We have to celebrate! Woohoo! What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah, after all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise! Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? Oh, it's all happy and lovely again. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Well, these look amazing! Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Did I press that? I didn't mean to press that. Sayori grabs one and then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Oh, were you trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Jerking? Wow. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, I can change. What am I saying? Look, are we going through the same things again? This is the same conversation. The complex fantasy worlds, this is the same conversation still. Unless there's something new here, I'm not gonna save my frickin' voice to read all of this. Hey Yuri. Well, you know about the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know? So if Cole wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take this opportunity to try something new as well, wouldn't you agree? But maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun, and we'll all get to know each other a little better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. I guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, I guess that would make 2 of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. As for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. You just saying that... No, I've realized my error. If Monica created the club, how is it existing? Cause now Sayori created the club. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something you really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? You don't mind? Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute! Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Cop. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Ah, don't say something like that, it's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever! Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun! Hey, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy you joined the club and everything, but the truth is I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now? But I really know everything. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know all about the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. Just us now. And you may be the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. Forever? No? Okay. Eh? What's happened? I won't let you hurt him. Who? It hurts. Ah. Sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you, because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
She does sing to us, apparently.
Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway.
What was the weird bit?
When I
Sayori, as the club
can't
president,
even read my
knew
own
everything Monica had done
what good are
and
words when
had
a
started to
smile
obsess
says it
over
all?
us.
And
So
if this
Monica
world won't
got rid of her
brighten
and deleted the game, essentially, I think.
what will it take just for me to have it all?
GG's, I guess. Thanks.
Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me?
That was a game.
Is it love if I take your is it love if I set you free?
Was another game. That was a game. That game existed. That was a game. It existed. Uh-huh.
The ink flows down into a dark puddle.
Do I know
How
what
can
happened
I
and what's
let
going on? Not
love
really.
into reality?
You're gonna have to watch the end bit
If I
back.
can't hear the
What was the?
sound
I
of
guess.
your
Well, it's
call,
credits, so I would say that's the
what
end.
do
Yeah.
you call love
Look,
in your
she's thanking me.
reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
And that was Doki Doki Literature Club. There's another ending. Is it another ending I can do in 20 minutes? This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, And most of all, thank you for being part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. Involves save scumming. Oh, I see. Oh. And the game closes. There you go. Let's just shut the game down. That's nice. There you go. That was some it requires faffing about. I won't be doing that one then. But that was some Doki Doki Literature Club. I hope you enjoyed that one. What do people think? Does anyone know what's going on? What did we think? Did we like it? I did enjoy it. I've said this before, but I was very cautious of this game at first because it started doing some heavy topics. But no, that's fine, you know? It ended up okay. I did enjoy it. I see what it means by they say it gets mellow. Yeah. That got it knew I had OBS open. I don't know, I assume it sensed OBS as a program and went, oh, we're gonna comment on this. Tesla, no, you can't, no. I liked it doing it blind. I liked it, yeah. I saw this game when it first released, but I didn't really see a lot of it. I mainly heard what people said, and I'd forgotten a lot about it when I got to playing it now. It detects any of the recording software in Windows. Well, there you go. And that's why it gives you the jump scare. It doesn't do that if you don't have recording software open, I guess. If you delve into file editions, comments, and your saving habits, that's kind of cool. That is very, very, very cool. I'm sure there's a lot of that game I didn't see then, but there you go. That was Doki Doki Literature Club for this October. I hope you've enjoyed. I liked it. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect out of it all, and here we are. Could I have added Sayori back in? I don't know. I would have needed the character file. And the game constantly adds and removes them, so... That time, yes, I'm aware there are more endings, but I won't be playing any more of this game. So yeah, I don't know. This sounds like there's a lot of different things you can do to mess with this game, which I quite like. I do wonder what would happen if you were playing through a fresh save file and just deleted characters out of it, or deleted Monica from the beginning and see what happens. But yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I like it. You don't get a lot of games like that. I don't think I know any other games that have that kind of meta to them. I'm sure there are. I just don't know what they are. But there you go. An update for observation duty. Look at that. Did it have to be so dark? Right? It could have, you know, if I was to pick at anything, I'd pick at the fact that it was very, very dark. It's a horror game, I get that. But you can do horror without touching on sensitive issues. So, you know, it does something different with the game and it's very well done, right? It does. It's very, very different to a lot of horror games I've played, which is good. I like it. I like having something a bit, you know, out there and things. Thanks, Squidge. Appreciate it. So, I mean, Caps and telling me to end the stream. I mean, come on. Get off. Get off your fucking high horse. It's a good take. I like, well, you know. I've played a lot of horror games. So many horror games, and none of them have brought it into the real world. You know? So kudos to it. Absolutely. But yes, you can do a lot without having to touch on heavy subjects. It's fine, you know. It happens in horror games all the time. It's just something that people find horrific, and then it's a horror game thing. You know, it's like I don't particularly appreciate gore in horror games. It doesn't bother me. I don't find it scary. I just think it's absolutely foul, and you don't need it. It's I don't know. It's good. It's completely subjective, but it's good. Tesla was right there, ready. So there you go. Doki Doki Literature Club. How about that? I appreciate that very, very much. I liked Gory. I liked Gory because of the more. It's the concept. It doesn't. I don't love it because of the gore. That's not why I play it. You know. It's a cat on a family-friendly hoverboard, for God's sake, destroying like zombie unicorns. It's a fantastic game. I don't play it because it's gory. You know. It's comedy gore, right? It's not just you're walking down the corridor and there's just piles of meat, or it's gonna give you a really close-up thing of someone's chainsawing someone's head off, you know? It's not necessary. It's just like, you. Okay, fine, whatever. Body horror. Not a fan. What was I was gonna click on something. I was doing something, I was looking for something. I don't know what I'm doing. I never know what I'm doing. Who knows what I'm doing? Dead Rising, Zombies Unstoppable. There was a zombies game that came out and it was so much gore, right? That was basically what it was built on, was the fact that they had this really realistic gore engine and body physics and things. Just, it's fascinating what you can do, and you know, it's good for what it is, but it's not my kind of thing. It's I don't think it's necessary, honestly. Dead Island 2, you know, you can have it in a game and I'll still enjoy it, but it's not, don't make it your whole thing. You know, if you're gonna make a horror game, don't make that just the one selling point of this game, is the fact that people can't watch it because it's so intense visually. Just no. Atmosphere, you know? Don't just rely on jump scares. Get the atmosphere going. Don't rely on just this gory imagery, you know? There's so much you can do to mess with people. And I think Doki Doki Literature Club's really proved that by the fact that it's so cutesy. And it's not, you know, there's obviously heavy scenes in there. There's a little bit of cartoon gore or whatever. But its main selling point for horror was to make you unsettled. You know? Like the graphics glitching out, or characters saying things that are a little bit off, or the music changing key or missing a beat or something. So much more powerful than just anything visual. There you go. That's my take on horror games. If we're gonna, you know, yeah, that's what I appreciate out of a horror game. So there you go. Hopefully we'll have some more of that sort of thing, because the next horror game I'm playing this month is Bendy and the Dark Revival. So I played Bendy and the Ink Machine a long time ago. I think it was before I had camera. I think was it my first October, or did I play it prior to that? I don't know. No, my first October had camera. That was when I introduced camera, so it was prior to that. Squidge, I'm beating you to it, mate. So yes, tomorrow it'll be an extended stream, because I would like to try and get through it in 2 streams rather than 3, because I've got a lot I want to play this month. But yes, it will be the start of Bendy and the Dark Revival, which is the sequel. The stream is behind, to be fair. It's fine. So yes, that should be good. I'm looking forward to it. It might be another cult game, so do, you know, people know the consequences of playing cult games on stream, so do be aware of that one. But I really enjoyed Bendy and the Ink Machine when I first played it through. I don't know if it's... I don't know. I've got clips from it still. I don't know whether that was ever one I uploaded. That might have been before that. I don't know. It might be on YouTube. It might not be. It's probably not. It was a very early one. I did debate replaying the first one, but I thought, nah. There's a lot I want to play this month, so I'll just play the sequel. Most people will have seen Holly play through Bendy and the Ink Machine anyway. So, yes, Bendy and Dark Rival. Tomorrow, usual start time. It'll just go an hour later. Played a one-shot. I've not heard of that. What is it? Is it on Steam? Can I look it up? I've got Diablo up at the moment, because apparently that's on here. I didn't realise that was on here now. One shot, it is on here. It was freeware at some point. Well, it's £8.50 now. It's a top-down puzzle adventure game with unique gameplay capabilities. This is the one you're thinking of? Or is this a different game with the same name? Because you never know. I mean, the one I found here looks quite cool. All the same. Oh, the shame. Oh, there's that there too. That's the one, I see! Gameplay mechanics that go beyond the game window. Ah, I see what you mean! A lingering feeling that you're not getting the full story unless you know where to look. The world knows you exist, consequences are real. I like the sound of that. Thank you for that recommendation. I have put that on my wish list. I will have a look at this. I'm up for a puzzle adventure game that's kind of meta. That's fine by me. Interesting! Yes, lots of things. Literally gives it away in the description. Yes, it does. Basically saying, look in your game files, shit's going down, you know? Yes, there you go. I hope people have enjoyed hanging out today and have enjoyed the Doki Doki Literature Club and my apparently very in-depth take on horror games, which I didn't expect to start going on about, but here we are. And we've got some Bendy in the Dark Revival tomorrow, which will hopefully be a good time. I'm looking forward to this. Very much so. Very much so. I thought it was good to get Bendy and the Dark Revival out of the way. You know, play through that first, because I'm looking forward to it all the same. And then go on to Dream Daddy. So Dream Daddy's afterwards, I believe. I've put that in my schedule as afterwards. Yes, I have. I've got Bendy and the Dark Revival next. I've got Dream Daddy afterwards, which will probably take 3 streams. That's like a whole week of Dream Daddy, which is horrendous, but there we go. And then I have scheduled in Observation Duty 6 again for the hard mode that released recently. So if people enjoyed that and want to see the hard mode, apparently there's new anomalies and it is more difficult, it's faster paced, sort of thing. And then we've got the Bunny Graveyard, which bleeds a little bit into next month, but that's fine. And potentially a Fallout 76 stream with Squidge. Wait, not Shush. Well, we've already organised it, so it's fine. Sweet Manchego it is. It's CrossFit Princess as well. All those references to when Squidge played it way back when. So there you go. There you go. It's good. It's fine. It's going really well, isn't it? It's going really, really well. Sweet Manchego. Exactly. You're writing caps, but you're proving a point. A little bit of caps is fine. I don't mind if people want a little bit of caps in my stream. Just don't have it every single message. Don't have paragraphs just in capital letters, please. You know? But yes. Shall we go say hi to Eddie? Eddie's online, playing some more Cassette Beasts. I think that'd be a nice thing to do. Something a bit more chill than the intenseness that was Doki. Okay, see, you know, every now and again. End stream now is a bit much. Yeah, yeah. It's, you know, it's I blame the game, you know. It's certain games pull out some strange people who don't necessarily vibe or are potentially quite young. I think Bendy and that Revival might do that as well, but we'll see. It's all fine. Everyone's welcome. Just be a good person, you know. Don't piss me off. That's basically the rule. If you piss me off, you're out. But just be a decent person and respectful for other people, and then you're fine. You can be any age you want to be. Just don't be a dickhead. Tesla made the cut somehow. Don't know how. God. So yes, thank you guys for hanging out. Barely. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I will see you guys tomorrow for some Bendy. It'll be a fun time. We'll see how it goes. It will be a lot more jump scary spooky rather than psychological, so, you know, it's good stuff. Exciting. There is the raid and the raid message. Enjoy yourselves. Be good to yourselves and, you know, just be happy, you know? If you can, be happy. If you're not, then people help. There's people that can help. So yeah. I've played Little Nightmares before. I have played this previously. Just thank you guys. Keep being awesome. And I will see you again very, very soon. Bye everybody! Bye 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 bye. Fuck you, Tesla!